by the time I had owned my first Telecaster, I was already 26. This was the Cordy Telecasters, which I put together from parts. And if there was one thing that I would encourage people to do, I think it is to build at least one Telecasters in your life, because I think you learn quite a lot about guitars from doing it, and it's a really good experience. But Telecasters, I think, are weird.
This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
Telecaster is one of the first sort of mass-produced guitars, right? And the first idea for like the bolt-on guitar, which is essentially a really simple design, really elegant in other ways, but I think they're so variable when you actually feel them in your hands that it's a little bit strange, because to me, of all the guitars that should feel quite similar, the Telecaster feels like one where it's like most of them have like a brass kind of tele bridge thing going on. You know, the basic Telecaster design, 21 frets, the joins are all in the same places. You know, the controls are roughly in the same places as well, right? It's a slab body, right? You don't have contours on your standard Telecaster. So really the only things that are differing are like the wood and the neck shape, and I guess the things that are important on the Telecaster can kind of be hidden on some other guitars. So you play two Stratocasters, for example, and they can differ really a lot, even if they have exactly the same specs, because of there's being so many variables in there. Like, for instance, the trem, where it's like how many springs are on there, where is the trem set? Is it set back and decked? Is it floating? Things like that, which I think really affect the feel of a Stratocaster in a way that possibly, you know, I've never even really thought about it until I literally compared to my Strats side by side. The Telecaster doesn't have those same complications going on, right? It's just the string going through the body, coming out, you know, it hits your nut up here, and you've got some tuners the other side. So it should be, I think, relatively consistent. But for some reason, for me, the Telecasters really are not a very consistent instrument. The way that I would compare a Tele to a Strat is that the Tele, to me, has a stiffer feel, and there's something slightly less pleasing to me playing it at home versus the Stratocaster. Of course, because we don't have the springs, which I think on a Strat actually give like sort of like a little bit of kind of reverb, or at least resonance within the guitar. The Telecaster doesn't have that. In theory, it might sustain more because you've got strings flat to the body, that type of thing going on. Whether that makes a huge difference or not, I couldn't really tell you for sure. For me, this is a K-line Truxton. The neck on here is medium, but like a decent thickness. The Telecaster neck is really like all over the map. I think the Broadcaster and early Telecasters had quite thick necks, like up to like an inch neck thickness down at the first fret, and that's what like the Fender Road Warns take on. And then of course you get way skinnier necks. Like this one is a little bit more like a classic vibe, I think, and it's quite a slim C. Still pretty fun to play. I was chatting with my buddy Jake the other day, and he kind of misses his Telecaster, which I did have on the channel. It was a slightly heavy Fender Custom Shop Tele. I'd say slightly heavy. It was like over £8. We kind of feel like £7, £7.5 should be like where you're aiming for, and if you can get lighter than that, that's probably even a bonus. I was also looking at the other day at some Fender Brad Paisley Teles. Let me know in the comments what you think of those. Are those any good? But some of those come out really, really light because they're not using alder, I don't think, for those. I think they're using some spruce and stuff like that. If you've not experienced the Tele pickup, I think the bridge pickup of a Tele is the kind of, I don't know, it's your main thing. Like the neck pickup of a Strat is probably your main area of focus. The bridge pickup of the Tele Jake also sent me a video of Vince Gill playing with the Eagles the other day, and he was just playing a Tele, and it sounded absolutely incredible. So, I don't know, comment your favourite Tele players below if you'd like to. Think of someone like Guthrie Trapp, where he's now basically like a one guitar guy playing the Grosh. Is it a Grosh that he's got, Tele? I think it is, that Bukovac gave him. I think it's a thing where, you know, finding that perfect Tele could be like a lifetime goal, because it's just like they're all so similar but at the same time so different. I think that to me is what's weird about Telecasters. If you're interested in watching some more Guthrie Trapp stuff, getting lessons from him, as well as some other great Tele players like Andy Wood, Robin Ford, other folks like that, TrueFire is the place to go. You can get 40% off of any TrueFire course with the code JNC40, or if you want to dip in and out of all of the lessons. Have you ever seen Eric Johnson playing a Telecaster? Probably. I'll have a look for that. But yeah, Eric Johnson's got courses on TrueFire as well, and a masterclass, and in the Jam. But JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses, and JNC100 to get $100 off of the All Access Pass for the year. Yeah, let me know your favourite Telecasters and your favourite Telecaster specs. It's an instrument that I just love the look of them. This one I particularly like, a K-Line Truxton. I really love the look of a Fender kind of Blackguard, but I never really know what to expect when I pick one up. Like, is it going to be something that I really connect with, or just another Tele? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.